Hello everyone, it's me Ross, and here on the table we have the three major UIs. These are Samsung S23 Ultra using One UI 6. Here in the middle we have Xiaomi 14 Pro using the freshly released with it HyperOS, and here on the right side we have iPhone 15 Pro Max using the latest and greatest iOS 17.2 developer beta. And today we'll compare the animations of these three guys here, and of course, I will make it at the end of the video in a slow motion, some of the apps opening and closing, so you can compare better which of these three UIs is better optimized, and most important, is there any frame drops here in One UI 6, HyperOS or iOS 17.2. Without further ado, let's move on. Okay, just for reference, here are the three devices. Everything is clear from the recents. You can see here, from here to, and from here to. So recents are empty and devices are ready. Just to let you know, I will pre-launch all these applications and widgets, and first let's go and check the versions of every device. Here we go in settings, software information, and you can see we have One UI 6 Android version 14. This is official stable version, even the second update after the beta releases. So we are here using latest and greatest. Here, if I go in my device, you can see I'm using HyperOS 1.0.25.0, which is latest for that Xiaomi 14 Pro. And again, this is not a beta, this is stable version officially released by Xiaomi for this 14 Pro. And now let me show you the versions here in my iPhone, and you can see I'm using iOS version 17.2, and this is beta 5. I think I just forgot because they release betas every week. This is developer beta, so this is the only device using beta from these three guys here. All of these three devices are using smooth display, which means they are enabled 120 Hz displays. I will just turn off the screens and show you the animations with the AOD, or so-called always on display, on the three devices. Of course, here on the iOS we have the option to make available the wallpaper too, but I just disable it because other two brands doesn't support that feature. And now let's just turn on the power button and check the animation here on the iPhone. You can see how it is going, the animation. And here on Xiaomi, actually it's very beautiful. I like it. Pumping the clock, very nice animation by HyperOS. And here on the One UI, animation with the clock is nice. Now let's unlock them. Weather widget, here is the clock, and now it's time for some cameras, and let's snap a photo. So night mode, auto mode is enabled on the tree, so they are going for the night mode picture. That's why they are so slow. Now let's launch Instagram. Gallery. File manager. X or Twitter. Sorry, I'm with that position, but this is the best I can do with these big phones, because this finger and this one fit perfectly for the next application. So here I will launch Play Store, and here I will launch App Store. So you can compare better opening and closing the animations of these three devices. Let's go in settings and scroll. You can see the bouncing animation here on Xiaomi and on the iPhone. Here we missed that on Samsung. Let's go to the bottom. You can see here again bouncing animation. Here we hardly can go to the bottom. Yes, we are now there, but you can see again that bouncing animation. And here we missed that bouncing animation. Let's go to the top again. Here you can see the real difference. When you do like this here, just bouncing animation. When you do it here, everything is just bring it down, so it is with better reachability. Now let's just exit the settings menu, and this is every application launched. Now it's time for launching the recents. You can see the animation here. I will start swiping. Here it's like this, and here it's like this. So if you hold it here and start doing like this, you can see what's happened. Here you can't do this. If you hold a finger on one of them, just a pop-up menu appears, but you can't do this animation here on HyperOS. You can swipe up and down, but you can't do that animation. Let's just swipe notification panel and see the difference here. If we swipe here on the right side, it will bring the shortcuts menu, and if you swipe on the left side, notification panel. Here first notifications, and after that the shortcuts menu. And of course you can change that. And this is how it works. And if you swipe on that side, this will bring notifications. Of course you can change that here by edit it, and we can just quick settings instant access. And now, all right, now it's enabled. Let's check it. This is it. Without any animation, here it is going down. Here you can see the notification and the animation. Very nice animation from HyperOS. I'm surprised how smooth and very good animations coming here. Here it is more straight, just going up and down and removing the notification panel. But HyperOS are doing a great job this time, instead, because in EMUI before that we have tons of stutters and lags, but here animations are very smooth and very nice. The major difference here is when you are opening widgets in One UI. When you open widgets and after that close, you can see where the widget is going. It is not going to the widget, but somewhere down here, which is something I don't like. Here if you launch the weather application, you can see it, and if you remove it, it is just going to the widget. Again, same here on the iPhone. Animations here and here on HyperOS and iOS are very similar. If you launch the clock and just go to home screen, you can see where it is going. If you launch it here and do like this, again it is going somewhere down there. I don't like this. And let's just repeat the launching of these widgets and applications. All right, let's do this. You can see opening and closing of the applications and widgets. Now let's move to the applications. Instagram, Gallery, File Manager, I need to do a better arrangement of the applications so I can touch them with two fingers, but it is what it is. I will continue like this because it will be equal. Let's open Play Store or App Store. And finally settings, and here I will do that vertical scrolling, and again exit it. Let's do it like this. At the end, all of these three devices has very good animations, but now comes the interesting part. I will start shooting 240 fps slow motion video with launching the applications on the two phones, and we can compare better which of them is doing great job and which of them fails with scrolling, vertical scrolling, frame drops, and so on and so on. So without further ado, let's move on. And guys, if you like what you see until that moment, please consider subscribe and like my videos so I can continue creating videos like this. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.